Hey, little guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for my horrible, horrible internet today. It was so bad. And I know I told you guys we had this crazy windstorm a few days ago. So I'm so sorry. It was so good to see all your little faces to start. I was like, oh, these little guys. Love God and Knockers and Zyra and Rakita. Just read the names. Xanthrom was there. Poseidon was there. Dragon was there. Yeah, I appreciate you guys trying to stay, even though the internet was so terrible. So trying to get it figured out, but I was like, I need to at least have something to share today with you guys. So we're gonna do a little video. Who knows if it's gonna be horrible, but so is my stream, so it's fine. We're gonna do for those of you who don't know me, I'm Woofler. I'm just this little guy. I'm so little. I am the epitome of I'm the epitome of mid game in this game. Epitome of mid game. Here is my defense, my arena defense. You can see my success rate. This is where I fall every week. Just a little guy. My profile. He's just little. He's so little. You know, it's C1. Look at that. Fighter 3 arena. I never RTA. That's one of my goals, is to learn how to RTA better. Because I'm just like, when I do, I'm like, oh, this is so frustrating. Will boss. Basically, I am like the premier pleb cup player in YDCB's videos. I'm like, perfect. I'm right there. TOA hard, whatever. Rift Beast. All triple S, R5. So I like know the game, but I'm right there in the middle with everyone else trying to figure out how to compete. And so for those, I mean, the only people watching this video are people who watch my channel anyway. So it's not like this is gonna get a huge broadcast audience. But if you are here, find me at twitch.tv/woofler77. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday mornings, and we have a great time. I have a great time. I don't know about anyone else, but I have a great time. So today I thought, hey, since we were messing around anyway, my plan was to do some RTA on my account so you guys could see, do some TOA hard help for people who are struggling and stuck on stages. Obviously, that can't happen since I'm now recording a video instead, which is so much weirder. It's so much better when I can chit chat with you guys. It's so hard. I have so much respect for guys like Jubagel and Childish and Claytano and the guys who can do this so consistently, come up with new content so consistently, and do it effectively. And I'm just so amazed by them. I can have conversations with people. When people are on my stream and I can talk back and forth, that's so much better. Just sitting and talking to myself, I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, so while we're doing this, let's see here. I think we can auto with this team. It makes it a little easier to auto if I take out Theomars and put in Darien. Or even Perna and take it and put in Darien. But let's just see if we can just go. And I'll talk while we're autoing. Labyrinth, the content of Labyrinth has become something that is just such a nuisance for me. I was talking with Finchy yesterday about it, and I just feel like when the rewards were OP when it first came out, and it was like, you do an easy stage and you're getting like legend grinds. It was like, okay, this is actually worth something. This is worth doing. Now I'm just like, this is like, I get the same rewards whether I do hell, whether I do hard, whether I do normal. Every time I've done Tartarus for like the ridiculous immortal blue rune, it has always been flat defense. Always blue, always flat defense, always blue. Always flat defense, always blue. So I was like, I'm just like I obviously the boxes at the end are still so good. Like the quality is there. So if everyone just does normal attacks and does it for the guild, while, you know, not trying to get high rewards. I mean, there's no reward for finishing first anyway. but like it I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Just do the basics, get the rewards you need. Like, who knows? Sometimes you get good drops, but most of the time it's just garbo. It's just garbo for days and days. All right, Banana Man. We do Fallen Blossoms. We do some damage. We do that. Having an attack break. Ooh, Woofler. Here, Dragon Star has a Woofler. I need you to use my account in R5. A buddy's account. What? What do you mean? Like, all right, let's see. All right, so we got Banana Man back. We do that. We do Fallen Blossoms. Okay, we do this. We'll pay premium. We'll pay premium pack. What? What do you? What do you mean exactly? All right, so we autoed this. It's fine. Banana Man, key to every stage in this game. Banana Man, key to every stage. Oh man, I don't know what to do. Oh, I'll just bring Banana Man. I'll just bring Banana Man. Oh, GZ Chitter. GZ. So anyway, fight runes. Fight runes is what we're. Oh God! Why? Sorry, Cobb, to us for crapping all over your new content. This is your punishment for it. Take this legend flat fight rune. If this had speed on it, I would definitely still use it. I don't know. There's a chance I might still reappraise that. It's such a struggle. It's such a struggle to get those runes. To get fight runes. So I've been working on reappraise a flat attack rune. Unbelievable. Unbelievable! Who did this to you, Woofler? Why do you suck so bad? I don't know. All right, let's try. Let's do some Rift Raid. Plus, your buddy must be happy logging in to find. What? I don't understand what he's looking for. I think what he's asking me to do is to log into his account and do R5 for him. Okay. Which is something I'm absolutely not gonna do today. Well, maybe. Who knows? Alright, we're gonna add our second team. Get that going. Okay, now we just need a resistance team. I think your defense. You might be resistance, actually. Nope. Finchy is not. Okay, let's see. Status. Resistance. Alright. Alright, let's see how we do. Gotta do this 3 times. Alright. So anyway, we were talking about Labyrinth. Okay, we were talking about Labyrinth. Of the content that we have going for it, don't build anything for Labyrinth. That's what I would say. Don't build any you're like, oh, I really need a reviver for Labyrinth. Don't do it. It's not, but sure, Woof. After Doctor, I'll let you know. If you press it. Wow. We are just. There's a lot of intensity around our guild today. There's a lot of intensity. So anyway, all this to say, Labyrinth is something that is just not doing it for me these days. That's okay. It's new content. They'll figure it out. They'll make it valuable. They're generally trying to make things worth doing because they want us to be in the game, playing. And the more that we're not in the game, the worse it is. The worse it is. The more we're playing other games, which is obviously a huge detriment to Comtus. But anyway, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do our 3 raid battles. Then we're gonna go and we're gonna try some. Actually, by that time, no. We're not gonna do a full stream worth of content. We're gonna do an RTA battle. We're gonna see how it goes. I've done, I think, 3 battles. I think I'm 1 and 2. Maybe I've done 4, but it's RTA is just a huge struggle for me. So my solution to it is to play more. There we go. Because I never RTA, how can I expect to be good at RTA? Part of it is monsters, obviously. Like having the meta-relevant monsters, which I don't have Ganny, I don't have Molong, I don't have, well, both the guys who got nerfed. I don't have Hathor, I don't have a lot of those monsters that help you get really far, but my rune quality also is Conqueror level. It's not Guardian level anyway. So, like there will be a limit of how far I can get. Getting into Conqueror, I feel like I could do, even without a lot of the monsters, because I feel pretty good about oh my gosh. What's happening here? Model status? And Banana Man's dead? We're dead. we're dead. I picked the wrong teammate. I don't expect my second team to, like, produce a ton. I mean, right now it's producing 27%, but I look at it, and what we don't have is we don't have heal block on that team. So we rely on heal block from my team and the support team, which the support team is almost dead. And then I just want this team to live. If that team lives, then I feel like I have a good chance. But, which it does most of the time. But if I'm relying on me to tank 3 heads for a long period of time, it's just not gonna happen. Which actually, this team is surviving pretty well. So I still have Xiaolin, but unfortunately, Xiaolin is the only, the only damage dealer really left on these 3 teams. But I think we're still gonna be okay. We'll see. We'll see. We got all the correct debuffs on. We just got to make sure to land heal block with Colleen. That's going to be the most pivotal. So when you're building your second teams, your additional placement teams, having tank ability is key. Having attack bar reduction is also key, which I don't have any on this team. So they're getting hit a lot, but I make up for that by having a lot of sustain. So we won! Hooray! We won! Hooray, hooray, hooray! You know, that worked out okay, and defense percentage, I'll take that. That's alright. But we still need defense resistance and crit rate. Defense resistance, crit rate. So whenever I look for a support, that's what I'm looking for. Does Xanthrum have a... No. Xanthrum has... that. Okay, let's see what Michael has. Alright, resistance. Let's see. Okay, we got... Yeah, this should work. Alright. So, it's riveting content. Riveting content! You guys are like, man, I have to watch this garbage when you're streaming. Now it's saved on YouTube for the whole world to see? Yes, that's exactly what's happening here. While our guild is just in civil war about something. I don't know. Every other day, Dragonstar brings up something on his account that he wants to talk about, and then Finchy and Kyugi come in and start giving him feedback, and then it just always derails. It just always derails into nothing, into a bad conversation. Always. So I don't really pay attention. I just see the progression of where it ends up, and then I'm like, ugh, How did we get here? How did we get here? I don't know how we got here, but it's not good. It's not a good situation. Nobody's happy about it. So anyway, all that to say, little guys drama. Little guys drama. Just our drama. We're so little. We're trying to figure out how to be a guild. So I was talking to Shifty yesterday, and one of the things that I did want to talk about, which I was planning on talking about today, like on stream, but I can talk about today in this video, is progression and how we progress our accounts. And one of the things that we don't talk about is one of the things that is not talked about is how to start building and when to start building for guild and siege content. Because really, you got a couple things happening. You got people who approach progression the right way and people who approach progression the wrong way. Some people approach progression like, whatever I get, the coolest monsters I have, those are the monsters I'm going to build. And those are the people who play this game for years and years and years, have tons of nat 5s, and are still like, my Giants B10 team is terrible. And I'm like, yeah, of course, because you have monsters that have no business being in Giants B10, anchoring your Giants B10 team. But at the same time, new monsters like the Twins have really changed how you progress, because the Twins can take care of most of Dungeons PvE content, most of raids and stuff like that, and even some of the like arena stuff, like Shayna for TOA too is like incredible. Attack bar reduction, area attack bar reduction, area attack bar reduction, area defense break. It's crazy. She's nuts. She's absolute best nat 4 in the game. I was in channel. By the way, here's another rant for you. I was in channel like 136 the other day, and someone said, "Oh, is fire chakram any good?" You know, like people always say. I hope we live. I hope we live. But if we don't, I like how our second team is doing better than our first team. New main. Actually, our problem right now is we have no, well, he died, so that's a problem. But the other problem is we have no heal block, so we're dead. We're dead. Oh, we got heal block! How did we get heal block? Who has heal block on this team? I have no idea. Cleanse! Alright, Banana Man does some damage. Cleanse! 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 We're dead. Okay. I'll take some of the blame, but I won't take all the blame for that one. I won't take all the blame. He died first! He died first! Okay, what was I talking about? I was talking about something very important. Could bring tortilla chips. Tortilla chips, we wipe because he does too much damage. Well, he wipes. I don't have to say we wipe. He wipes! But I think it's because he does too much damage. So that's another thing to pay attention to. But that comes back to my progression comment. What am I talking about? I'm all over the place. I'm used to having some people like keeping me on track. Now I have no one. This is a wild, wild west. I can talk about whatever I want. Nobody's here anyway. It's not like I have to worry about, oh, people are leaving. Who cares? It's just me. It's just me. This is the difference between YouTube and my stream. Nobody's here anyway. I mean, I was gonna say it's not like we have a ton of people on stream, but we have a very, very good group of people on stream. I don't want to underplay the people who hang out with me on stream. Anyway, let's continue. Let's continue on this conversation. The talk about progression. So, the way we progress. One of the things that's never talked about is the importance and when to start building for Guild War content. And I actually think it's earlier than a lot of people have it now. And people talk about doing giants, doing dragons, doing raid in that time period, and then starting necro, and that's kind of when you start building for your PV, your PvP content. After you've gotten necro, you can start building those monsters. I think that's totally true. But the only thing that I would add is at this stage of the game, one of the best ways for you to progress, one of the best ways for you to get like crystals and things that help you get new monsters, help you continue to farm, all of that, while being free to play is Siege. Like, Siege is such a valuable piece of this game now. And so being able to have the monsters, have the comps, building Amesides, building Coppers, building Bulldozers, building Callies, building things that ignore defense, that allow you to counter things like Fenyon, Pernas, like having things that set back attack bar, building your Tessas, like all those things become extremely important. And so, you know, I've seen a lot of people, we're in our guild, and little guys, obviously, again, most people know this, we've talked about it, this isn't new to anyone, but most of the people in our guild struggle in Siege, even though they have probably, I mean, definitely better monsters than me for PvP, like unquestionably better monsters. But they struggle in this area of the game, and a lot of it comes down to not having the comps that can take care of monsters like they're tortilla chips. Unbelievable. I think we still have this, but see, we always wipe. I think he does too much. He always wipes. He always wipes. Bot Lake, come on, tortilla chips. But it's again because he does so much damage. We die. We wipe faster. Okay. Anyway, we won. Who can? OP. We're too OP. Too OP. Look at that. Look at that raging time. 3 minutes and 16 seconds. Okay, we'll keep that. See if we need that. Okay, I think we just need one more. And is Exo? Do you use? Yeah, you do use. Okay. All right, let's bring Shifty. Oh, Shifty, the little guy. It makes me so happy to bring him in things. So, anyway, talking about progression, talking about building monsters that are important. I mean, if you want to be successful in Siege, I think it would be totally reasonable for you to build multiple Copper Bulldozer Amesides. And different comps. Like, there's so many monsters that people don't build. They have and they don't build because they're not exciting. Rena is one of those. Like, Rena tanks damage from Fenyon all day. All day. And he will always go after Rena. And you're like, Rena's so boring. She's not OP. She's only a Nat 3. She's so easy to ruin. And she is such a nuisance. And she's very valuable in that content. So, you look at teams like Fenyon, Perna, and Eladriel, right? That's like a standard Siege defense that you see. Now, when you go after a team like that, you got to think, okay, what is the main threat? Eladriel's not the threat. He is just annoying. he's just annoying. Like, so your real threats are Perna and Fenyon. If Fenyon is going to be attached with like Arena, then you really need to have someone to absorb the Perna hits and provide potentially defense break for you, because and something to counter Perna. So like if you brought like for me it's easy. for me it's very easy because I have I can bring Louise, I can bring Banana Man, and I can bring Helena. Helena provides me defense break that allows me to one-shot the Perna. She's gone. Perna is still going to be attached to or has element advantage over Louise, so she's going to go after Louise as well as Fenyon's going to go after Louise. Fenyon could go after Banana Man. That's true. But Louise can also provide shield and invincibility for, not immunity, but invincibility for Banana Man. So, like, just thinking about the comps like that, I know I'm like, for me it's easy because I have Banana Man. But then then you've cleaned those up. Even if they revive someone, they bring Eladriel back. It's easier to handle the comps when you think about it. I don't know if that wasn't helpful. I just went on, just gave you a bunch of nonsense. It would be nice. Maybe I'll make another video today and go through Siege, and we can talk about why I'm choosing my comps and my second team keeps wiping. Noob Woofler. Second team fails, but I think we're doing good. We're doing fine. Let's just say it that way. We're not doing great. But Shifty and I had that conversation. But having Fenyon, one of the best counters to bringing Fenyon is bringing a Bulldozer. Bulldozer just lights Fenyons up, eats them for breakfast, because the reality is most of those Fenyons, because they do damage based on defense, Eladriel too. Eladriel's too. Because they do damage based on defense, a lot of people rune them speed defense or speed HP defense, and that doesn't give you. So usually even the top end Fenyons have like 30k HP, plus 1500 defense or whatever. So that allows you, if you're ignoring defense with Bulldozer, you have to get over 30k, which is 15k per hit with Bulldozer, which can be done easily. Then you look at the HP tanks, and you look at like Ratesh's and Jeans and people like that you see, or monsters like that you see in Siege and Guild Wars. And those ones, because they're HP tanks, you can take those out. Even like Triana, you can take those out with the Copper. Copper's gonna do 50k in damage, depending. I mean, even my Copper is nothing. Like, my Copper is nothing. I have terrible runes. Look at this crit rate. Horrible crit rate. But with the Emissity buff, the crit rate buff, plus the defense buff, he does so much. He does 50k damage. He takes out any of those guys, and he crits every time. Every time. So, building him. Another monster that is not exciting, not fun, but is just super effective in Guild Siege Guild Wars is Callie. Mine's, not even a crazy rune. I just wanted her to be on Will because I want her to one-shot something. Bringing her with an attack bar booster that gives her a turn, gives her attack buff, go, like Konamiya, or bringing like a Megan is really good. You can take something out. Even bringing like if a team doesn't have a stripper, and bringing like a Chloe, putting up invincibility, and then she can buff her own attack, get invincibility again. Boom, dead. That can work too. One thing that is not talked a lot about in Siege, and I know I started talking about it. As always, I started talking about something that went on a totally different train of thought. Is monsters to build who tank damage really well. Like, Jolton is an incredible monster for Guild Siege and Guild Wars. Especially if you can build him with good resistance so that he's not getting defense broken, he's not getting Oblivion. He is incredible. And look, again, I don't have anything special on him. I have a set of Will, and then just runes that I had. I mean, this 22% speed, not bad, but I just go HP, ungrinded. Like, look at these. These aren't like anything runes, but he just tanks so much. And if you can get one of my favorite things to do, like against a Mo Long, is to bring Jolton and then 2 water damage dealers, so that they go after Jolton. He tries to nuke Jolton. He does damage to himself. Then he does more damage to himself because of Jolton's passive, which is 12% of Jolton's max HP. So he does a ton of damage to himself. Then we can come in, and if he revenges, he defense breaks, and then we can kill him in one turn. Again, a lot of times it's Molong, Perna, Molong, Perna, Eladriel, or something like that. I mean, that's way more likely than Fenyon. I don't know why I used that example, but it's way more likely to have that. You can one-shot kill him. Then if you brought like a Rika, or I mean, I'm talking about me. I would bring like a Rika, or bring something that has a fire damage dealer, and then someone who has some kind of CC. You could even bring, like, I bring Rocky, but something that has some CC to it. Well, it'd have to be a water. It'd have to be a water. What am I talking about? The whole premise is that these are water. Or no, it'd have to be wind. That's what I was saying. Unbelievable. Don't listen to me. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But bringing like, I could bring like Charlotte and Monkey, and that's usually enough CC to be able to handle. And I'm not worried, especially if they're, if they have some sustainability. Like Monkey is great. I even could bring Leo into that, because if they can survive some Perna hits, take out Eladriel before he's able to revive. That's great. Also, bringing an anti-reviver to those teams, bringing like in, what is it, Avarice? He's great. Bringing Rocky is great. Yeah, there's a ton of options to counter teams like that, but having the whole point of what I was talking about is Jolton can absorb and do a lot of damage. He is great for Guild Wars and guild content to mess people up. And to provide you, if you bring him and some damage dealers, you can take a lot of things out. Same thing with Grago. And these monsters, these 3-star monsters, you got just knowing which ones that you have that can absorb a lot of damage, and then bring comps that make the monsters that are the biggest threats go after those monsters. That's the key. That's the key. Like, that's what I didn't understand when I was trying to pick my Guild War teams before. And Guild Siege before. I'd have no idea what I was doing. I was just like, let me guess. Let me guess. And I'd just like throw all these comps out, and then I'd lose every time and be like, wow, bad RNG. It's like, no. It has nothing to do with RNG. Yeah, they procced 4 times. Yeah, they procced 4 times. If you would have killed it the first turn, it wouldn't have mattered. It has something to do with RNG. What am I talking about? Everything that I say I contradict my own self. Unbelievable. All right, let's try one of these, and then we can call the video good. It's been like, oh my gosh, it's been 32 minutes. Who's gonna watch this nonsense? All right, so I always like to take out Lusa or Bella Jewel, so that Rika is still in play for me, because Rika is my best rune monster. Although it would be awesome to just go full ignore defense. Let's see if we can go full ignore defense here. We're going with against a high-level player. All right. You're going Lucian. Well, ignoring defense. I mean, I could still do my plan. Let's do this. We can always take Lucian out if he's... Okay, you're going Bernard. That's fine. Oh, you went Leo, you dog! You dog! That's where I was going! Okay. We'll go Bulldozer. And then what do we want to do? We've got Copper Messity. Okay, I'm going to leave Leo because I was going to bring Leo. We have Copper Messity. And let's bring Rakuni too. Oh, no, why did we do that? We should have brought another... We could have brought... Dang it, we could have brought Rika! Okay, I think we're still okay. We're still okay here. Okay, depending on who they take out. Depending on who they take out. Okay, we're gonna go with the attack, the crit rate lead. This is why we do RTA though, because we have been so bad at RTA. They have no attack buff. I need to take out Lucian. That's the first thing that we're gonna do, obviously. That's okay. Oh, additional turn. Okay, so he's not on Vampire. That's great news, actually. So we're gonna do this. buff you up. We're gonna buff you up. And we're gonna see you later, Lucian. Boop, boop. Alright, and then killing that monkey is gonna be really important too. Like, that's gonna be the next most important thing. I'm in the middle of something. Hey, buddy. You went poop! Oh my gosh! Everything needs to hold. All right. I'll be right there, buddy. Oh my gosh! My 2-year-old son just pooped. Oh my gosh! On the toilet. He is amazing. He is my boy. So proud of him. All right. Let's see. I want to try to kill this Leo. We can try to strip that. Okay, he's squishy. He's very squishy. Okay, can we stun you up? Okay, we actually want... Once they kill Bulldozer, this is over. It is over! So, we gotta figure out a way to kill... Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I'm actually gonna boost you up so we can get a little bit more juice. I think he is still good, so we're gonna do that. Oh yeah, baby! That's what I needed. I needed that. Okay, we're gonna... Actually, let's go here. Perfect. Okay, let's go here. Okay, we really need Bulldozer to move to be able to do his nuke again. Yeah, baby! Get out of here! Okay, yeah, baby! Woo! Nasagi, get out of here! Alright, guys. This was so ridiculous. Thank you so much for being here. So sorry for such a terrible video. I know some of you guys are actually going to watch this whole thing. I love you guys. Hey, take the rest of the day off. And raises for everyone. We'll be back on tomorrow. We're going to try to be back on tomorrow. But you guys are the best. Sorry again for the terrible stream, but I hope you enjoyed this horrible video. You're the best. Peace.